Recently, I've been living with a new kind of protocol in my life, which allows me to have daily Eureka moments, daily aha moments without even trying. This wasn't the original intention of me adopting this kind of lifestyle, but it is working so far. Like daily, multiple times a day, I have like weird, crazy moments. This video idea itself was a Eureka moment. In this video, you learn exactly how to do that. Listen, man, I know what it's like to be like super dull. You have brain fog. You're not able to think. You're trying to study something or learn something. You're not able to process that information. It's just difficult. When you're having daily eureka moments, it means that your brain is working for you rather than against you. So this protocol in general, it's just gonna make your life much more like happier, you could say. Not happier, just you're just able to deal with situations better. You're able to learn faster, process faster. You're just sharp like that. You just become sharper. So the solution actually is pretty boring. Few of you might do it. It's called living with your thoughts. As simple as that. I'll give you an example of what living with your thoughts means. Today, in today's age, we are never giving the brain alone time. Meaning, we go to the shower with music, we work out with music, we walk with podcast. We're always doing something. We're always doing something is the main point I'm trying to tell you right now. Okay? You need to give yourself alone time. Be with your own thoughts. Okay? I for a long time thought this was bullshit. Like I'd rather work in that time. But we'll address that issue later. But this is the very simple answer that I'm gonna give you right now. And I'm telling you, the main benefit is that you'll have moments exactly like this one.
She's in there snooping through all my stuff! Eureka! That's it! Yes!
Bro, like for the last few days, like I've been extremely like activated. Like if you see on the right to my screen over here, you'll see some kind of like white thing. That is a whiteboard. It's stuck to my wall, across the wall, and that's gonna be where I'm gonna be jotting down my ideas and all. For when these eureka moments come, right? You'll see today, like I was in the shower, chilling. I started music initially, then I remembered, oh, you're not supposed to do this. Do one thing at a time. That's the rule if you want to have eureka moments. Do one thing at a time. Showering, not even expecting anything. I was singing some song. Boom! This video idea comes. And I'm like so happy, bro. It's exactly what it feels like. You get bursts of dopamine, bursts of energy, bursts of activation out of nowhere. Your brain has that ability just unique ideas out of nowhere, and it's so high because it is going to progress you towards the goal that you are eventually striving for. So speaking of goals, you need to have some kind of a goal in your mind so that your brain is kind of like constantly processing on how it's going to achieve it, and it gives you these eureka moments, right? For the mind, less is more. You do less, it feeds you with grander ideas. Okay, so you have to have kind of faith in your own self, faith in your own brain that, oh, I can't wait till that eureka moment comes. But it never comes when you're actually thinking about, oh, I need a eureka moment, it won't happen like that. It'll happen when you just forget about it, and then you're like, oh damn. If you are constantly doing something, you never leave room for opportunity for your brain to come up with new ideas based on the information that it has received, right? So this is another cue. You won't get eureka moments just like without doing anything. You need to be feeding your brain with input information throughout the day that is supporting your goal. Okay, so firstly you have the goal, and then you have information that you're feeding to it. One good metric that you should know that you're on the right path to getting more eureka moments is your brain hurts, or you are feeling overwhelmed that you cannot understand what you are reading or doing, right? So I recently took a course on writing, right? So I just could not like comprehend it because it was so much content. Like I was feeling overwhelmed. But that's the right path. That's to let you know that you are on the right path. You're feeding your brain with all this information. Now, you don't just have to feed this brain information. You have to allow it to rest and recover. So sleep is a good way, okay? In sleep is where all the information gets processed and connections are made, all of that scientific stuff. But you will only get Eureka moments in the day. You won't get Eureka moments in the night. The problem is that we are always doing something. Okay, you wake up, or like you do your phone, we multitask, we do all sorts of like things at like one time. When is the last time you like actually just sat down and did nothing? I know like few other YouTubers talk about this, like sit down and do nothing, but they talk about it to do dopamine detox. I'm saying, when did you sit down, do nothing, and just observe the world, and like just trying to think about your goal, and then you get a Eureka moment? I'm telling you to sit down and do nothing, to excel at your goal, not just some dopamine detox or some bullshit. None of that. For example, my goal is to monetize the YouTube channel. That's a big goal. Within that big goal, there are so many sub goals, right? Master the art of thumbnail creation, so more people click on it. Master the title, master the way you script the videos, master the way you talk in the videos. Make sure the lighting is proper, the video settings, the mic, everything is proper, this, that. There's so many things. It's not just starting the, I know some YouTubers do that, just press record and go. I'm not like that. I need to know, I need to have stuff in control. I need to make the kind of videos that I would personally watch. So I have high standards. So you'll see every video, like one thing is improving, like small things are improving. Okay. So I broke down my big goal into one sub goal. Because if you just say, oh, I want to monetize the YouTube and expect a Eureka moment, that's too big. Break it down into small projects. For example, one project can be, I want to understand human psychology and how it affects creating a thumbnail. Boom. You spend 1 or 2 days on it until you master it, so that you like obsess over one particular project out of a bigger goal. So I was reading a book by Napoleon Hill. He talked about Thomas Edison, the guy who invented the light bulb. We all know that he tried making the bulb 10,000 times. He failed 10,000 times, and then after that, he finally invented the light bulb. What you might not know is that light was already invented. Like, they had already discovered that you can turn on a light. Okay, but the problem they were having was that after a few seconds, the metal would just burn, it will just blast. Okay, so they needed a way to make sure that the light bulb stays on for multiple hours, not just a few seconds. Okay, so that was the big problem they were trying to solve. So they were experimenting with, so he was experimenting with different metals. Some metals heat up faster than others, so they were experimenting with different metals and all, until he tried 10,000 times, right? Until he figured out like some technique that he already knew that was applicable in some other domain of science and physics, and then he applied it here. He knew it was going to work from the get-go. He wrote it in his journal. I know it's going to work, some shit like that he wrote. It wasn't, it like, it took him 10,000 tries and lots of information, and to sleep on it, and to constantly be trying to be obsessive about that one thing, that he got that Eureka moment. It wasn't just an experiment. It wasn't tukka. His brain actually believed based on what it knew. It made the connection, and that was a Eureka moment. Okay, that's a big example. Now, for the people who think they are too smart to do this or too busy to do this, again, I was in that category. I fully understand your perspective, but when you just work all day, your work is like everybody else. You show less instances of creativity and innovation. Okay, I'm perfectly fine if you work all day. I love working all day. Like, work is fun, but when you purposely take time off, 1 hour, 2 hours, you do one thing at a time. No like phone while eating or none of that stuff. You allow yourself to come up with bigger, grander ideas that allow you to stand out even further. So Richard Branson, he was famous for turning boring industries into exciting ones. He did that with airlines and a few other industries. How does a man come up with such ideas? You study your mind, you master your mind by... I'm telling you, Eureka moments are the thing that will allow you to propel yourself into exception, not like the normies. Okay, like I can look, I can create videos like this per day. I can make 3-4 videos per day. Boom, 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 non-stop I can make. But it'll be just just be the same, or it'll be like everybody else. You can see while you're watching this idea itself does not exist on YouTube. I haven't searched it. I swear to God, I haven't searched it. But this video idea title itself does not exist on YouTube. Why? Because I allowed my mind to come up with this. So I hope you can do the same. I've just uploaded my first newsletter. You can go check it out at shreyabakai.com. I'm there to DM on X, so you can only DM me there. I'm also there on Instagram, but don't DM me there, just follow me. But because Instagram is for the girls. Take time off, man. Like purposely take time off. Like 1 hour, 2 hour, and do one thing at a time. One thing at a time. That's it, man. Take care.